Hello my loves and welcome back to the channel, and if it happens to be your first time here, hiya, I'm Paul. My husband Jason is at work right now, but together we are those vegan guys, and this is one of my kitchen vlogs, which I never script, I never structure, I just kind of sit in the kitchen. Someone's just decided to start doing the lawn, which is always lovely. I just sit and chat about stuff, and of course today, the 9th of June 2025 is Bill and Ted Day, because don't forget in America they do month first then date, so 69 dude, that's why it's Bill and Ted Day. And apparently the school where it was filmed, or the event that's in the movie, the history thing, the schools in that area have now done it on the 9th of June, just kind of as a nod to the film, which is quite lovely. So after a couple of very tough months, which we're not quite out of yet, Jason has started a new job today on Bill and Ted Day. Isn't that wonderful? For a charity. That's all we're saying, because, you know, many of you know we have an ongoing stalker issue that hasn't been rectified or sorted out yet. We hope it will be at some point. I am currently unemployed. The company that I worked for were about to dismiss me completely unfairly, and with a label I was not willing to carry, and so I left on the 24th of April. So I'm currently seeking employment. However, as we discovered over the last kind of 3 years while I was working for that company, it is possible for us both to be employed and to continue with the channel. But we have had, if you watched our live on Sunday, so yesterday from this standpoint, we talked about the fact that we'd had a little bit of a chat about the channel. We decided we were going to bring some things back, update some things that we have running currently, like our meals vlogs, and you'll see that not in again from this standpoint, our meals vlogs are always uploaded on Tuesday. So from this standpoint, that's tomorrow. Not in tomorrow's, but in next week's. You will see an addendum, something new, and we hope that you kind of like and appreciate that. As soon as I find some work, we need to start saving up for a new both a desktop computer and a laptop. The laptop is more really for the vegan queens, but the desktop is what we do our editing on, and she's struggling. But the computer's about 10 years old now, and as our kind of film editing software updates and needs more resources, the computer is kind of chugging along and trying to deal with that. So why did I want to do a kitchen vlog today? Well, gestures broadly at the world. It's unbelievable, isn't it, what's going on in the world at the moment? But is it? You know, I think everyone in the world, aside from the people who voted for him, could very clearly see who Trump was, and what he was planning to do. He's one of the best liars in the world, can wrap people round his little finger. I don't know anything about Project 2025, nothing to do with me. Almost fully implemented. Lie. Everything is. And now setting the National Guard and with the Marines on reserve against people peacefully protesting the horrific actions of ICE. It's just craziness, isn't it? But the older I get, the kind of more I realise that all politics is just the good people, the ones who would effect real change that would benefit the most people, get demonised or ousted or barely covered so that nobody knows about them. Bernie Sanders, Jeremy Corbyn, 2 examples right there. And yes, I was a Jeremy Corbyn fan, but I didn't agree with him on the EU. Brexit was one of the biggest mistakes this country ever made, and that's because people weren't informed about it. People don't really bother getting themselves informed these days, do they? They just kind of listen to, get Brexit done. They read the buzz that we had in the UK. We send 350 million to the EU, let's give that to the NHS instead. So much more came in than went out. But that was, Anyway, politics is a weird thing. We are very excited about Vegan Camp Out this year. It's just a wonderful meeting place of minds, actually. And all of the big vegan charities and organisations are always there and ever present. And it's much needed respite from a non-vegan world. The vegan queens, who one of them, Gemini, is one of my best friends. Oh, I do love her. They will be hosting, it was their idea last year to have like a cabaret tent with karaoke, and Jordan was like, let's try it. People loved it. So that's back again this year. The Vegan Queens are on the music stage. For those of you that don't know, I've written a children's book which was published on the 28th of November 2024, so just a mere few months ago. So if you didn't know, that's alright. Don't you worry about it, but you know now. There she is, look. I'm very proud of it. Beautifully illustrated by Helen Woods-Hawley, and carrying a really kind of important message about respecting pigeons. Because here's the thing about pigeons. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it many times before I die. They are the first wild animals that we as children encounter in our town centres, in the countryside, in our own back gardens. And there are too many parents who just willfully let their children run into a flock of pigeons and frighten them all away without kind of not berating them for it, but just saying, have a little think about that. How would you like, this is how the book came about, by the way, as an encounter in my hometown. where I was feeding the pigeons and a child came running up, and I said, don't do that, sweetheart. Can you imagine how it would feel if a giant pigeon ran at you? Here, have some seeds, why don't you feed them with me? Kid was just about to take the seeds and the mother came up. Don't you tell my effing child what to do. I was like, whoa, there's no need for the language. Your child said, don't tell me what I can say in front of my child. I was like, oh my goodness, the defensiveness of some parents. How could I relay that message to a child? And then Benny telepathically contacted me and said, tell me a story, Paul. I said, I will. Who are you? Where are you? She flew down, pretty, beautiful white she was. And then she changed colours right in front of me and appeared completely different. She can appear wherever she wants. Anyway, we had a good chat and I wrote Penny the Pigeon Queen, and here we are, begging for you to buy it. So yeah, we will, hopefully I will find work reasonably soon. We'll get back on the 2 wages coming in normality for us, and hopefully in a few months we'll be able to get a new desktop PC, and it's just going to make editing quicker and easier and better. So yeah, there's that, there's Vegan Camp Out, there's the terrible world that we've just discussed. I'm trying to kind of get my head back into the Sunday lives more. If you didn't know, we do 1 live a week. So we did one yesterday, Sunday, 3 o'clock. Always when it's a Sunday, it's 3 o'clock in the kitchen, probably cooking something. Next week will be Saturday, 8:30 in the kitchen, mukbang. Not an horrible mukbang where we eat loads of stuff so we can't move. We just sit and have our dinner with you, and people have their dinner with us and we have a lovely chat and it's gorgeous. The week after that will be Friday, 9 p.m. in the lounge, chit-chatting, possibly a bit of music, because there's also, just for the record, my lovely husband Jess, and don't be texting me, I'm busy making a vlog. Jason is also a fabulous musician. Now the links for the Pegasus Publishers page for Penny the Pigeon Queen and Jason's Bandcamp page are down there in the description of most of our recent videos. I think at least the last 100 maybe, so, and in every video moving forward, so you can get the links down there. Go and check Jason's music out. Oh, he's ever so good. He's ever so good. Not just saying that because he's my husband and I think it's gorgeous and I love him, although those are good reasons, but he's actually really good. He writes earworms, just Jason. Trust me on that. So expect some changes on the channel for the good. As I said, something's coming back, something's being slightly adapted. Expect the down-to-earth vegan message to continue, because I think it always will, while we are able and willing to run this channel. There will always be recipe vlogs, there will always be the 1 live a week, and there will always be regular shopping vlogs, particularly at pertinent times like on the run-up to Christmas or in Veganuary. But when new things come into stores as well, or when there's a question or a controversy, we'll try and cover that. Speaking of the recipe vlogs, I'm possibly going to update a few of them. For example, my noodle soup recipe is now different than the one that's on YouTube, so I need to update that. There's a couple of our recipe vlogs, which could be shorter, neater, and might get more viewership. And that's what it's all about. The core of everything we do is not about preaching to people. It's not about trying to put people down. It's about saying, hey, look, here's this vegan lifestyle. No, we didn't think we could do it either, but we're doing it. We're not just surviving, we're thriving. We love our food. We make some great meals. We'll show you what to buy in the supermarkets. We'll show you how to cook really easy things that are delicious. And we'll support you on your journey. And in that journey, you will work towards saving billions of animals a year, the very planet we live on, and future generations, and yourself. So yeah, the core of the channel is never going to change. The reason we started the channel was to show what we say at the beginning. We said when we started this channel, we said, let's build the kind of channel that would have helped us at the beginning of our journey. Ta-da! That's exactly what we did. That's what we do. And as long as you're here to watch and subscribe, like, maybe share now and again, we're going to be here doing what we do on this channel. So I'm going to get off now. This was only ever going to be a short one, but I wanted to do one because it's been a while, and I'd love to know how you are and how your journey's going, and maybe you could let us know what parts of this channel you enjoy the most, and then we can know that, you know, if something's particularly popular, that's what we should work on first. Yeah, that would be great. I also wanted to say happy Bill and Ted Day, because as you know, the end of every one of our vlogs has always been inspired by a slightly adapted version of be excellent to each other. And no doubt I'll say it in just a moment or so when I do eventually end this video. Don't know what I'm making for dinner tonight, I have no idea. I've just took the previous 6 nights' dinners off my phone and put them on the computer ready for Jason to edit when he gets home from work tonight. I'm not going to touch it because he's got his method and his means and his template, and I am, however, going to whack this with a beginning and an ending and get it up on the YouTubes. Really hope you're well. I really do. And if you know anybody in the northwest of England, particularly around Oldham, that's looking for a PA or a support worker, will you let them know that I'm available? And as I wrote recently on my Facebook, I'm not necessarily a nice person, but I'm a good person. I don't always follow the rules, but that's because I put people before policy and procedure. Because you have to. In life, you have to. And yeah, looking for a bit of work. Don't mind cooking, cleaning, shopping, you know, all bits. So we will see you tomorrow for the meals vlog, and we'll see you on Saturday at 8:30 in us kitchen, having a lovely dinner followed by a lovely chat with you, we hope. So I'll see you again very soon when we're back together, and until then, will you please be excellent to yourself and each other. Bye, loves.